Say hi. This is Tiffany, the newest project manager of Cairn Roofing and Siding, and we're out here in Highlands Ranch, and we're looking at a leak that is going on inside the house. This homeowner has had a siding expert out here to take a look at it. They said it had nothing to do with the siding. They had a solar person out here because the roof has solar, but it's on the other side of the house, just to cross some T's and dot some I's, and it wasn't the solar. So they had me come out here, and I guess there's been some other roofers out here that have not been able to identify the problem. But when I came out here, I saw something I didn't like. It is over top of the area that's leaking, and that's where I'm going to start. And it has to do with the Eave vent. Now, I'm going to flip this camera around. As usual, it's going to be a little blurry. What you can't see very well, this dark line right here is the shadow that's created from the Eave vent. So this Eave vent, the shingles come down, it goes up a little bit. Below this is a channel in the decking. Air comes in this way at the low point, and then it goes into the attic space, and it goes out the ridge up there at the very top. So the lowest point to the highest point. And the reason why I love Eave vents is that it spreads out the intake over the entire attic space so that you have airflow over the entire roof plane instead of just, you know, in where the soffit vents are, or in where and out where the box vents are up there. So that's why I love this. But what I noticed is a couple things on this Eave vent. Right here, where my head is at, you probably can't see it very well, this shingle tapers, which is, it's supposed to go from above the Eave vent and just continue onto the roof deck here. It's not a really good taper. It's kind of a hard drop right there. So they're actually missing an end piece, which creates that smooth taper. And on the other side, it doesn't have a taper at all. It just stops right there. Shingle stops right there. These shingles start right there, and there's some silicone in between to help seal it up. But the problem is that what he used silicone on plastic, which some plastics it doesn't really stick to, because we're talking an oil-based product on an oil-based product. It's not really going to stick that well. So this is actually peeling away, and I guarantee you water's getting in here. In addition to that, when you install these Eave vents, wherever you cut the channel, you have ice and water underneath it to the channel. You have ice and water above it. You put the Eave vent on, you have ice and water that extends over top of the Eave vent, and then you put a starter strip on the Eave vent, and you put your shingles on top of that. When I lift this up, there's no ice and water shield there at all. As a matter of fact, there's an exposed nail. So if you have heavy wind that's picking that shingle up and it's raining, you have water that's getting in there. The third thing I don't like about it is how close it is to the gutter. Now, realistically, when you have an Eave vent, you want to make sure that you're inside that channel, that the air is coming in is inside the exterior wall. This is cutting it really close. I like to probably put it back another, probably put it in this row here instead of that one. That would make me feel a little bit better. This is just cutting it too close. I can't guarantee that the channel is actually on the inside of the interior wall, so I don't really like that either. And then, this is going to be really hard to see, so I'm going to explain it to you. All the way down there, the shingles are kind of raised and they're rippled. They're not smooth at all. So it makes me wonder if the channel that was actually cut is a little bit closer to the gutter than where it's supposed to be in relation to the Eave vent. And as a result, these shingles here are actually kind of falling into that channel a little bit and creating that kind of wave pattern. So I don't know if that's for certain what's going on, but what I can tell you is that this is not installed correctly. It is absolutely an avenue for water to get into the space, and that's where we're going to start when we do our repair. So thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, Eave vents and leaks.